Welcome to the Odyssey of Ambition. My name is Baron von Kessler, and this is pretty crazy. This is our first ever podcast going about it. Let's just get right into it. What is Odyssey of Ambition? Well, by the name alone, you can tell Odyssey is a journey. It's going to be the journey of what? Ambition. A lot of us have these ambitions, these goals, these massive goals that we want to succeed at. I know for myself, I do. I keep going after new goals. And once I hit that, I set another goal because it's just my ambition in me that wants to do it. And honestly, I think that's why I'm so happy all the time, is because I'm always going after a new goal. I'm always learning new things and making progress in life. It's a really good way to live life. But a lot of people have goals. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions. They make goals throughout the year and they never complete them, or they just never get to that final finish line. And today really is going to be about goal setting. That's going to be a first podcast where we're going to talk about is goal setting, because it's really important. That's basically the center point of your ambition. What is your ambition? What is your goals? So let's first talk about what makes people set goals and not finish through. That's really the most important part first, because once we know why it's not working, now we know how to fix the problem. So first, the main reason why a lot of people don't do good at goal setting is they make them too vague. Vague goals are never good, because you don't have a direction. You don't know how far you need to go somewhere or how strict you have to be on something. If you're going to make a goal, it's either getting in better shape, making more money. Be specific on that goal. Another one is, now it's a vague goal, but also a unrealistic goal as well. Some people will make these goals and they're either way too out there, which is fine. I'm always a proponent. Go as far as you want, but you have to know the bigger the goal, the longer most likely it's going to take, and you have to stay consistent with it. And that really is the key center point of any goal setting, is being consistent with it. If you're not consistent, you're not going to be able to hit any of your goals, because that is what gets you to that goal. And then lastly is not setting a time frame on when that goal should be done. And what I mean by that is, all right, let's say you set a goal and it's to get in a better shape, or you want to be able to bench a certain amount of money, or you want to bench a certain amount of weight or make a certain amount of money. If you don't have a time frame, you'll procrastinate. I'm very much well guilty of this, and that's why whenever I make goals, I write them down. I write a time frame on when I need to get this done by. Because if I don't, I was like, I'll get it done later, or I'll do it tomorrow. It's easy to say that. It's easy to cave in to those wants and needs, because that's what human bodies just want to do. They want to relax, they want to stay comfortable. By setting the time frames, that is what's going to push you and kind of get a fire under your butt to go get that goal done. So by telling you what the mistakes are on the goals, kind of just told you most of the 5 steps that are going to help you reach your goals. And the first one, instead of being vague goals, we're going to make specific goals. So instead of saying I want to get in shape, we're going to say I want a 6-pack abs, or a certain body fat, or if you want to make money, a certain amount of money. Let's say you want to make an extra 10 grand a year or 100 grand a year. Whatever your ambition is, you have to be specific. Very specific. The more specific, the better. But again, going back to what people have mistakes on, we need to talk about realistic goals, not unrealistic goals. Now, it's good to have these goals, but you have to make sure it's realistic, and step 3 is in a time frame. So step 1 is be specific, set realistic goals in a certain amount of time frame. 2 and 3 really go hand in hand. That's how you know how realistic a goal is. I'm not saying you can't get it in amazing shape within a couple months, but knowing that you can get in shape in a couple months, that's the time frame you need to know. You can't do it in a couple weeks possibly. It really depends where your starting point is. So again, we want to set specific goals, we want to set a time bounds around that, and be realistic on those goals. Now, since we have all that, we can really go into creating a game plan. We're kind of starting at the end of it, your goal, where you want to be, and now we can work backwards with the game plan. And how step 2 and 3 really work together, step 4 and 5 really work together. And 4 is setting creating a game plan, and 5 is going to be setting small measurable goals to get you your main goal. And these small measurable goals are really important, actually, because this is what's going to keep you motivated and keep you disciplined on keep going forward. If you don't have these, you're going to you're going to procrastinate. You're also going to not know if you're making enough progress to reach your goal, or maybe you're making more progress and you're going to reach your goal a lot sooner. You need to know this data to see where you are at with your goal. And that really is the main 5 steps on how to get your goal and how to get to set your goal and get to your goal. The last thing, and this is a little tip, and I kind of already hinted at it earlier, it really is consistency. Whatever your goal is, however you set it, and you create your game plan, and now you have this nice worked out game plan for your goal, you got to be consistent with it. And that's where these measurable goals will show you, are you being consistent enough to hit that goal by that date? And that is really it, guys. Thank you for coming to Odyssey of Ambition's first podcast. I know this was a short one. This is a start. We're going to get more people on. We're going to review books that help you out. Tons of books I love to read. We're going to go over other tips and tricks to really move you along in your life and get to your goals. So thank you again, guys. Can't wait to see you next time.